grab the Triumph if we can. Picking up that other fetch is really nice. Preordain. So the question is he playing Living End or is he playing the Dimir ring? Double Preordain, okay. Really wish I had counterspell in my hand. So right now. Hopefully he cantrips and I just Bowmasters him. That'd be nice. Or I could counter it with Sprite. Or I just need him to. I don't think he's playing what you call it, Living End. So yep, he brings the buddy. Yeah, push. Drawing the lock. Dismember. Sure, dude. Still get a dude. See, this is the real power of Bowmasters is after all that I still have a 1/1 on the board. Like that's huge. Like that's the power of this card, and then I draw that one. Busted. It's so busted. And if it said Faerie on it, it'd be so good for us if it said Faerie. But why Dismember? Why are you playing Dismember? Like unless he I bet he's playing Death Shadow. I bet that's what's happening. I bet he's like, I'm playing Death Shadow. I mean, we're playing the right deck against him. He'll never survive. Like, he's to be that aggressive, though, you know, from a Death Shadow point of view is not good. Because if he knows I'm playing so much ping, and then I can Bolt Snap Bolt. Like, Bolt Snap Bolt here is, it's 6 and then 2 attacks, so with a Sprite. So, and I'll probably play the Delta next, just in case I get a Fatal Push, I guess. And then holding up the Soaring City if I need to bounce something and then just win. So, because this Orcus, yeah, there it is. I'll go ahead and do this because this will come in as a 5, I believe. Yeah, it comes in as a 5/5. Sprite wrecks this deck. Shadow. So Bitter Blossom wrecks Shadow too. If you guys ever play Bitter Blossom against Death Shadow, like I want to see this deck all day. I will. Bitter Blossom just crushes this deck. And actually, Bowmasters is really, really good. So, but it's really even better against like decks like this. Okay, 6/6. Bouncing this isn't a bad thing. Go ahead and bolt him to his face. I got a blocker, so I could bounce, attack. Okay, I think what we do is we play this this slow game. Because we're gonna get him down to 4. He can't attack, so that's off the table. Okay, let's see. You can only grab these 2 cards. So I may just snap to put the creature down or to... Because killing this isn't bad, but if I put him to... Because him cantripping is equal. Okay, we'll do this. I think we'll just play both creatures. Play the snap, don't bolt, because he cantrips out of it. Because he only has 2 cards. Yeah, we'll do this, and then he can take the Bowmasters. But yeah, we play both creatures, and I don't bolt here. But I play the bolt to fake him out, like. So, because if he had a counter spell at all, both these creatures, I bounce the Morningtide and then swing for lethal, and then he can't cantrip out of anything here either, and then he can't take anything either. We just go up top. This gets bigger. Yep. So. Yeah, sure. Comes back. Doesn't get anything. Yep. Do that, we bounce, and then we go on our merry way. He's considering it, because he probably has some kind of cantrip in his hand. So, because he clearly doesn't have a counter spell. Or if he does, it can't counter what we just played, so for 2 drops. Could be force negation, but even if it's a force negation, it can't stop the overwire. Autopora. So the addition to Bowmasters in this deck has completely changed it, in my opinion. I really don't think it needs the Flame of Agnar. I think the Flame of Agnar might go into the board, but at this point, I don't think we're playing enough Wizards to make it worth it. Even though as much as I want to, but it's so good if it happens. Cool. And then we just win. We should win this. Just if we get a Bitter Blossom, it's insta win pretty much for us. We just bring in our stuff. Scolding. We really don't have a lot for this. They don't play any crazy lands. They do play Brutality's not bad. The discard is actually good here to kind of get them. If they have a small, sometimes they just play a small, like a 1/1 or a 2/2 Death Shadow, because that's all they can do. And then the ability to like drain them is really nice. So we bring that in. Sprite's good, like I said earlier. Snare is like, we're gonna leave snare in just because we're on the draw. So we'll bring that in. Change the equation is kind of like, it's not that good. Casting up fire, it's not that good. Unlicensed Hearst doesn't really do much for us. So everything else seems fine. End of the day, they're trying to out tempo us, just like kind of what we're doing. So we can keep this. So if we keep this Bitter Blossom around, we will win this game. So and preordain. Oh, there it is. You know, he preordained twice, and he didn't get there. So the card is powerful, but it's not everything. So he liked what he saw. So we'll untap Steam Vents, I think. Well, the Delta, yeah, we can. Or the Delta, yeah, we can Delta, I guess, and just not get the Triome. We'll just get a Water Grave because we need to keep up Spell Snare. Spell Snare is important here. And that's the bad thing about this deck is we're about to take a bunch of life. Yeah, see, like this. This is just get a Watery Grave. Yep. Snare. Yep. And he's right for bringing it in for sure. So, but 5 life. You know, when we're about to put a Bitter Blossom down, it's rough. Rough call. Yep. So, we're totally cool if he force negations that, like him to pitch a card completely at this stage in the game. We're cool with it because we untap and then we immediately have a Spellstar Sprite and Counterspell with 2 pushes. So anything that he plays, you know, obviously he's going to grab. He's going to get into 11, 2, probably play a Death Shadow, and this is what I mean that what you call it is really good. Is Collect Brutality is really good here because I can neg 2 it. So if I wanted to, which right now the mana doesn't make sense, because especially if I play this. So I did draw it, but I can't play it exactly. But this is the kind of situation I would want it to be in, if I were able to have it like that. So. So hopefully, well, maybe I do just play it, and then pitch a Fatal Push, and then make him discard 2, and then have a Fatal Push when I come back, because he might have a, yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Cast 2/2. I don't want to. We don't need to drain him. So, and then we'll pitch the Fatal Push. So, if he. This makes a lot more sense. I wish that I didn't have to do it the way I did, but. So, we're okay with this. And we have blockers for days, so we're not really too worried about this. Oh, yeah. They've been hit or miss. This is a newer deck. I'm playing red, and I never play red. So they're interesting. I won a game against Valakut through the Breach. Valakut, which is a reasonably hard matchup, but red makes it easier with Alpine Moon. So we ended up getting there. So he's not going to like what we sees, because if he takes the push, he'll probably take push. He is screwed here. So, okay, he took Sprite. I mean, it's quality. It's not bad. We just block. He just never gets through. That's what happens. If he was playing red, playing the stupid double striker, Teamer Battle Rage, if he's playing that, then we start to get scared because of that. But then he's also playing like Tarmogoyf and things like that. But with this setup, with just Dimir, we know that this Bitter Blossom is going to get there. And we know that he doesn't really have a good way to get rid of this either. So, alright, I think we preemptively just kill this. So, just get rid of it completely. Make him start from scratch. So. Yep, he's still digging. So now we, even if he plays a creature, we can attack and block at the same time. So and then finish him off with bolt, and then probably get a snap, bolt again, and yep, there it is. My sleep schedule's screwed up, so. But today was the day to kind of hop back on streaming. So we took a little time off to let the format kind of settle down. Once the format settled down and we found out kind of what it's going to be like, and they came out with a ban, unban, or restricted list thing, and we found out that they did nothing other than bring Preordained back, which is okay, powerful card. So. Oh, good. Glad to hear. Hope it goes well for you. I think I'll just go ahead and play this. I don't see a reason not to. Because it gives me extra blockers, so I'm okay with it. Ooh, he must be really down. I'll just go ahead and do this. Because the extra Bitter Blossom really makes, even if he gets in next turn. For 6, I'm at 5. I do 2. I go 2 over him. It does make the math a little different, but okay, he doesn't want any. But like I said, Death Shadow, they can never get through, basically ever. With the Resolved Bitter Blossom, they will just not win. So, and he's not playing green for enchantment removal, so he's sunk.